regulation and against all things big. And so, we fish in the large cap space, so we're not really trying to buy companies based on potential acquisitions. I leave that one for others, but I do think it's dangerous, and it's just going to cause a lack of growth and efficiency, which is exactly what we should be trying to do in a slowing economic environment and a high inflationary environment.
And on the topic of Washington, that whole threat of default, how concerned are you?
I'm not terribly concerned, Madison. I think that I've heard a lot of people weigh in on this and say, it's really not as high drama as it's been historically. It's no way to run a country. I think that waiting this long so that now the president has to come back from his trip early, kind of increases some of the drama. But the market seems to think that it's going to get done, and it's going to get done, in the next couple of months. So there may be a short-term solution, and then they come back to the table. But I really do think that we need to get smarter about how we're managing the country's debt, which, the interest payments are going up dramatically this year thanks to higher interest rates. And, half of the U.S. debt is going to mature in the next 1 to 3 years, and the average coupon on that is 1.84%. So we know our interest payments are going to go up, yet we continue to spend with impunity.
Nancy, real quick, what do you guys feel about the energy space here? It had a good run in 21, 22. Any legs left?
I think so. I think we'll get one more kind of big rally in energy stocks before the end of the year. But we actually also run a clean energy strategy that we've hedged with oil. So because we know we're going to need it for quite some time, and we know supply is coming down, and I think the Saudis may step in again and reduce production. So, right in time for the high season for driving. So I do think you get one more run at these stocks. And then, we were trimmers last fall, and then we added a little bit back earlier this year in EOG Resources. Love the dividends. We're getting paid significantly with special divvies and regular divvies. So we can wait a little bit longer for the next round of rally.
All right, Nancy, thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate getting a couple of minutes of your time. We always get some good ideas there. Nancy Tengler, CIO of Laffer Tengler Investments. And Madison, what I like speaking with Nancy about is I like she's telling you where they trim, where they add a little bit in timing. And, that's what I've heard from so many, successful long-term investors is that, I've got my core positions, and then I kind of trade around them a little bit. They get a little, the stock has a little run, I could take a little off the table. Stock gets a little cheap, I can add a little bit more. I keep my core position, but I trade around it. And I know for a lot of, I've heard that, from many, many